Which one? Which one? It's Good Shit Friday. Hey guys, what is up? It is Good Shit Friday. So happy to have you. Today we're going to talk a little bit about tech, and I don't normally do this, but I'm over the moon about this camera. And today I'm going to talk about the kind of pros and cons of using this for your personal brand, for vlogging, for what I do in my business, versus this guy, the 5D Mark II mirrorless with interchangeable lenses, called Sony Alpha NEX-5T. Yeah! I've been on the hunt for a camera that would be better suited for vlogging like this, okay? Because I move particularly fast with all of my craziness. Let me start with what I was been shooting with for 2 years. The biggest problems with this, because obviously the pros are it looks great, right? The quality is very good. It's superior as far as, you know, picture quality, depth of field, nice blurry backdrops and stuff like that. It's heavy for one thing, and it doesn't automatically focus. So I would have to put a stand in where I'm in here, you know, something for it to focus on, focus it manually, and then come back in the shot and then record. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're making a lot of videos and you just want to make videos, that's annoying. It's expensive, okay? So this body alone, there are cheaper DSLRs out there like the Canon Rebel T3i, which is what I would use if I didn't have a Mark II. This body alone, in its heyday, when it first came out, was like $2,500. Now you can find it for like $1,200 to $1,700, kind of somewhere in there, and you'll be all right. But that's just the body. You still have to get the lens. Now you don't have to get a prime lens. This is a 50 millimeter 1.2. That just means it's expensive, okay? You don't need this type of lens to shoot video. You're very well off with a kit lens, like a range lens, like 4.5 to whatever. That's fine. That's fine. You can get a little bit cheaper, but you are going to be spending in the hundreds. It doesn't have a multi-angle LCD screen, so I'd have to come back behind the camera, navigate through this whole setup, come back behind the camera and see if my composition is okay, if I'm not cutting off my head, all this other stuff that you don't kind of think about until you actually start shooting. That's annoying too, because it takes time, and so I have to make sure like everything is perfect before I shoot. I just want to create content. I don't want to focus on techie crap. You don't want to worry about the technical crap. Let me jump on over to this guy and why I got this guy. Biggest draw for this was this really cool thing. Whoop. I can see myself. This is great because it autofocuses too. It autofocuses on me, so whether I move over here or way the hell back here, it's still going to be in focus, and I'm still going to get my nice blurry background because of these, because of the sensor of this camera. I'm probably mucking that up, but it's nice. So I can see myself, I can compose the shot. It automatically focuses on me wherever I move. And then I can move it back down and make sure that I look at the lens to make sure I'm making eye contact with the audience, right? Because if I spend the whole time looking, at the screen, it would be like right above the camera. I would look something like this, and this is not very engaging. It doesn't look like I'm really talking to you. I mean, when I move this back down after I got my shot clear, I'm good to go. I can, engage with you much better and give you eye contact and all that good stuff. Yeah, they have interchangeable lenses. So this is the kit lens. It's 3.5 to 5.6. That's the aperture. That just means I can get a pretty decent blurry background if I set up the shot correctly. And I can upgrade these lenses. Also, this lens is a range lens, so it ranges from 16 to 50 millimeter. That means 50 millimeter is like a portrait lens, so kind of a little bit more cropped than what you're seeing right now. And 16 is like really, really wide landscape. So it's great for travel. Oh, it has this really great, awesome thing. This thing has its own Wi-Fi, okay? It's like its own hotspot, for this camera, which is awesome because you just download the app on your iPhone. Once you take a picture on this camera, it sends it directly to your iPhone, and your iPhone can also be used as a remote. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm all about taking selfies. The camera itself with the kit lens cost me about 500 bucks. It came with a micro SD card, 16 gigabytes. It came with this really nice bag. It's nice. And it also came with a flash unit. But I highly recommend this thing for vlogging because of those facts. The mic on this camera, I don't like it. It has a mic, it's very echoey, and I'm not down with that. So I've already purchased the Zoom 4HN. What I'm recording with right now is my iPhone actually, and I just sync it up in the post. I used to use, oh, it's right here. I used to use this, and it's Audio Technica ATR 6550. And it's just a shotgun mic. I used to use this, but you know what? I feel like it's degrading every now and again. There'll be some static and some noise. I don't usually talk about tech, but more and more it's kind of coming up in my circles, so I don't mind. I love tech, but mostly I talk about couples in business and what that whole business is like over at meganpangan.com if you digging this vibe over here, all right? Keep hustling, keep loving. We'll see ya.